We're doing this now?
Well, I mean, I can edit it in later, so feel free to have this pretty uninteresting conversation for as long as you need.
Go. All right, little judgmental to start.
Could I listen to three comedians talk about views, please?
Little judgy to start.
All right, we're 8 words into a conversation. Well, there's nothing here. Let's fucking move on.
Garbage.
God damn it.
A fucking desert.
You can come across a little bit hammer, and then Tom's, a nice little central boy. I feel like I'm wide, but
You're what? Wide.
I feel like I'm just like I keep sliding even wider, and it's like, nah, baby, you're still in frame. Everything's fine.
No, you're right. This is a better conversation.
Yeah,
This is good. Talking about the thing that only 100 people are actually going to physically see.
I've got more protein content. Should I get into that?
God.
I got more protein content, and it's going to be crazy because the protein content of these bars is low.
Fellas, I've had a busy weekend sucking cocks. Turns out, based on empirical and anecdotal evidence, not a lot of protein in cum.
You know what? I actually was spending quite a lot of time doing crunching numbers to because I'm supposed to have under 1,800 calories, but then I'm supposed to have around 200 grams of protein.
Yep.
And what I realized is I haven't spent this much time counting grams since I was a drug dealer.
Whoa.
So we're just running material now, are we? Is that what we're doing?
So it's always cool to see a tweet live.
I made that little observation to myself this morning, and I had a little chuckle. You know when you're like, that's funny stuff.
It's the far less successful Jimmy Kimmel segment. Celebrities read their tweets.
Celebrities recite their thoughts.
All right. Well, there's a couple of floggers out there. Good one, Hammer.
I mean,
can't wait to see that as a bit.
In terms of floggers, we got recognised at Guzman Y Gomez in Newcastle and Hamilton late at night, where they refused to give you a beer.
They refused to give me a beer because we were
Cut you off.
They don't allow you to have a beer when it's within the 15-minute window of them closing or something stupid like that.
I think it was 10 or 5 minutes, but it was an increment of time in which Andrew Hamilton can finish a beer.
I tried to explain to them. I was like, I'm not. They were like, these are our rules for people. And I was like, well, I'm not. I was thinking I'm not your average person.
I'm special.
Yeah.
I actually won a skull off in this town not 1 week ago.
Yeah. You got any Nepalese people back there? They'll tell you.
I'm just trying to quickly dig up a neck and nominate video from 10 years ago. This is me. Not recently. I mean, don't look at the face. I'm a bit puffier now, but this is still me.
You'd run over to the pub, order a schooner, video yourself finishing it, and run back. Look what I just did.
I guess we'll give you a bit. Actually, I'm a bit gassy. No, I don't do that.
Dude, a neck nominate. Bringing one of those out. That's like Antique Roadshow. That's wild. A neck nominate. Do you reckon there's going to be antique memes? It's going to be something at some point where people are like, oh, whoa.
Bring it back.
That's from 2007.
Yeah.
I think
is this an original ice bucket challenge?
Well, that's right. We were doing this stupid thing because it was apparently for ALS awareness or something. I didn't really care for that part.
I think it worked. You liked the ice bucket, but not the cause.
Look, I'm doing an independent ice bucket challenge. The challenge is to myself. The money is going nowhere. Do not sponsor me.
And I will not be calling out any charities in this video.
You know what? I'm going to scull this beer, but I'm not neck nominating anybody.
This is the end of the line.
This is the neck terminus.
But it was refreshing because I'm so used to these kind of social situations being recognised as that idiot off Yeah Mad. But to have someone come up and be like, hey, Flog cabin.
Right.
It was
Still only recognised Hamo, unfortunately. I was sitting there eating my $3 taco in peace.
Yeah, it wasn't, hey, those guys from Flog cabin. It was, hey.
Oh, it's Hamo and Dan or Tom.
It's a flog in one half of the cabin. Yeah, you got recognised in the Uber as well. And the guy at the bloody hotel New Year.
Yeah, because it was 2 weeks in a row that I got there and he was a fan of
he just knew you as a guest.
Oh, no, he was a fan last week. He gave me a free drink voucher because...
For the Ibis.
For the hotel
in Newcastle
lobby, he gave me a free drink voucher because he was a fan of Yeah Mad. I didn't use it because I wasn't drinking that week, but it was still nice because as we've talked on this pod before, the main things I wanted to get out of fame were free drinks and a free complimentary upgrade from a Snitty to a Palmer.
Yeah, you're halfway there at the Ibis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do they do a Schnitty?
Don't know.
I wouldn't eat it. I'll put it out there. If the Ibis hotel chain was like, hey, would you like one of our schnitzels?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is made of Ibis, isn't it? This is a different bird, different breast.
He didn't have a palmy, but he did give me some cheese and some passata. Make your own.
Just like the ibis serves you food, it's just in a bin. You can just tuck in at your leisure, folks.
What's wrong with your meal, sir?
You got to eat it with your head side on.
Yeah. Also, if you leave leftovers, don't let the ibis eat it. It's an ethical issue.
I've already told you that I had a ibis situation.
Ibis sitch.
I had an ibis itch.
Oh, sorry, I meant irritable bowel syndrome. Is that how you spell that?
With my restaurant, there was an ibis nest in the palm tree.
An ibis nest? I didn't think they nested.
They nested. There was a nest in the palm tree next to the outdoor courtyard where I had the outdoor dining area of the restaurant. And so sometimes the ibises would poop and it would fall into our dining area. So we had these umbrellas that were there to catch it. But sometimes
Wait, sorry, I don't understand the point of the umbrellas.
they're to catch shit and rain. But
What about sun?
shit.
They let it through?
They covered some of the shade as well, depending on the angles, but you couldn't guarantee that. But
Fair enough, that was well played from you. I respect it.
well, there
I
was
was like, stop explaining things, and you're like, I'm going to explain things more, actually. If I can call this bluff.
But so we did have a rule: if everyone got shut on, they'd get a free drink.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, and that generally made people happy, but it didn't solve the problem. But from the source, which was I wanted to kill the ibises, obviously, right? But you can't just go around killing ibises because they're a protected species.
Are they?
Yes,
That's not true.
they're absolutely a protected species.
off.
Even like seagulls are protected. I'm pretty
Didn't
sure.
you hear the news story about the guy getting arrested because he killed an ibis and ate it?
No, I knew that guy killed the groper in Cronulla. Some guy killed a groper with a spear gun and came out being like, hey, and everyone's like, you fucking dumb cunt. That's a friendly fish.
Last year.
When you said groper, I was thinking like a sex pest.
Ibises
No, you do
are
actually, you can kill one
Go
of those.
on, read that, fuckhead.
The Australian white ibis is a native wetland bird and part of our amazing natural heritage. Like all native species, ibis are protected under the New South Wales Parks and Wildlife Act 1974.
You think that I'm just saying shit because I like to hear the sound of my own
I'm
voice?
just saying-
I do.
I'm
I
just
absolutely
saying-
do. But also,
If it was a black ibis, it wouldn't be protected.
You know how in the UK all the swans belong.
Got him.
well, true, it was a white one. It was a whole family in a nest.
Of course it was.
Go on, Tom.
You know how in the UK all the swans belong to the Queen?
Yes, I do know that.
Who do the ibises belong to? Like Anthony Mundine.
Are you suggesting he's our queen?
But a guy killed one and took it home and to eat it, and then they arrested him. And his defense was, "I didn't know you couldn't do that." And that would be your defense. It sounds like.
Was that your defense, Hemo, when the Raptor squad banged down the top?
Am I not meant to be selling drugs for 15
Wait,
years?
what?
Is that a new rule?
If anyone had explained this to me.
Is that a new rule? Should I not have been doing that? I sound like George Costanza.
Yeah, having sex with the secretary on his desk. Was that,
that
wrong? If I knew this is the kind of thing that was frowned upon.
Was that wrong? Should I have not have done that?
So good.
So
Was this guy-
I had to. So you cannot kill an ibis, even though I used to throw things sometimes. At
I like that
them.
you were currently a drug dealer but wouldn't commit that crime.
Man, he's have
Arguably
a
a
line.
much bigger crime.
Man, he's had a
Well,
line that he's not selling.
I think that there are complexities to many people in life, including myself. I did not. I was at peace. I didn't think I was a bad guy selling drugs. I thought that there was victimless crime, and these drugs shouldn't have been illegal in the first place. Killing a bird. Well, okay, all right. I would have killed the bird if it wasn't illegal, but.
But it wasn't a victimless crime. It was
and
the
it was-
ibis a clear victim, not including its ibis children.
Well, also, it was in the middle of a very big public.
If you could have got
Space.
away with killing the ibis without anyone knowing, would you have killed it?
I wouldn't have killed it myself, but I would have hired a hitman, a birdman.
Just like a bikie being like, man, I think you could probably just get like someone else for this. Why did I bring my silencer? Have you just thought about poison, you dumb cunt?
I know you offered 50 grand, but I feel like this is too much. I'll do it for 10.
Sliding a photograph across the table. It's like an Ibis Hotels brochure.
It looks like this.
This is the guy.
So
Just like, dude, that's the wrong ibis. It's like, it looks exactly like the photo. How was I supposed to know?
So the way to treat a situation like this, which is obviously delicate, the way you need to go about it is you need to get a ibis relocation specialist, which is these guys that have a special permit that go up.
We sent him to Belize.
And they have to.
Sorry, I was just thinking ibis relocation specialist. The IRS? They're involved?
They got to move the nest, right? They got to move the nest. Yeah, okay.
You hear the IRS arrested Al Capone? What did he do to the ibises?
And for an extra fee, you could decide where they relocate the nest to.
Do they get a backstory?
Just say you have a rival. If you have a rival pizza shop down the road and a little empty tree next to it,
I think
Guess who's
Crust
getting an
Pot's
ibis?
Point is going out of business real
this
soon.
is getting a little ibis nest.
I love just the IRS going up to an ibis, being like, okay, from now on you're a seagull. You've never shit on a pizza restaurant. You never will shit on a pizza restaurant. You're a ski instructor. In Threadbow. But I'm more of a summertime bird. Shut up. That life for you is over.
And stay away from the damn bins. So anyway, I can't remember why we didn't have it done. I think it was either cost prohibitive or the guy was very busy and we had to wait or maybe we just had to wait for the permit. They was very slow with permits when you were dealing with local council for anything.
You just look at the IRS.
That could have been the guy.
Native bird removal, the AFPP.
Oh,
Yeah, click on that. That might have been our guy. That might have been that. That looks too official. I think we looked at
Ibis
the dodgy
removal.
one.
magpie removal.
Yeah.
Australian white ibis have long down curve. Oh, they're describing them. Okay, and often feed away from water. Overabundance of ibis populations within an urban environment can result in a range of issues.
This is what we want to talk
Ibis
about.
roosts create a number of nuisance issues for the public, including fouling of streets and recreational/eating areas. That's you. And it's resulted in numerous complaints and considerable expense to clean fecal droppings from infrastructure.
Yeah.
The umbrella.
We had to have high-powered hoses to wash the chairs and the ground, but also, sometimes they're making noises up in the tree. They're arguing.
When Beatty and I were living in Waterloo, we had on our street, on one side of the street, were these trees that the ibis would nest in, and so you could there were all these parks there, but you could never park under it because they would just shit on your car. And there were so many of them. And I remember the first, literally maybe the first week that we'd moved there, I'm coming home from work, and I get a call from Beatty, and she's like, have you seen the car yet? I'm like, no. She's like, it is covered in shit. And I'm like, okay, whatever. She's like, no, seriously, it is absolutely covered in ibis shit. And I'm like, it's probably not that. Okay, whatever. I'll deal with it when I get back. It's fine. I get
How
back.
much
And
shit can it
is covered in shit. It is more white than silver at this
Fuck.
point. And I remember that because I think that night I did the running joke for the very first time back when Dan was hosting it at the Magician's Place.
The Magician's Cabaret.
And I didn't
It's subsequently moved locations and been featured on A Current Affair.
Has it?
Have I not told you this?
No.
The magician?
The Magician was on A Current Affair.
Was he a dodgy?
Dodgy magician.
Yeah. I love it.
He's making people's wages disappear.
There we go.
You gotta pull something out of your hat, James. It's not a rabbit, it's their wages. This is like direct quotes from the thing. It was
Oh, really?
They confronted him and
That's
just like,
so
you're not
good.
paying these people. Do you have anything to say about that? He's like, I'll look into it. And then the guy's just making shitty magic puns.
Yeah,
I wish I
okay.
could wave a magic wand and make this go away, James, but I can't.
We've been trying to pitch to get me on ACA, and they were keen, but now they've gotten cold feet, and maybe I need to become more dodgy. Maybe I need to underpay a few people to get on there.
Do you still have an employee?
Nah, but I could create another business and underpay people.
I think that'll be like a nightmare neighbor that could get you on there.
Yeah.
A dodgy businessman. Yeah.
Surely you could be like a feel-good story at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we tried that. They weren't feeling the feel good, so
So now got to be naughty again.
maybe I can go back to drug dealing.
Nice.
Be like
Or find like a
comedian that found his way to comedy. Wait, that doesn't work.
Dude, this is might not be getting on ACA, brother. The pitch is no good. It's convoluted.
I got to stop pitching him late at night when I'm tired.
What about the restaurant owner who just wants to get rid of the Ibis family? That seems like something
There we
Australian
go.
Current Affair would run.
Yeah, that sounds like good stuff. All right, well, I'm going to have to open up a bloody restaurant again just to lose money, just to complain about the ibises, just to hire a hitman for the ibises to get on TV.
Did you know that I thought all Ibis in Australia were from Egypt?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'd seen the hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
And I thought that's where the Ibis come from. And I thought we must have brought them back during World War I when some of Australian troops were stationed in Egypt for training before they tried to invade Turkey.
Right.
And then I realized they were native to Australia.
You've got a very creative mind, though.
I'm evidence-based.
Ibis.
Wait, so are there ibis?
Ibis.
Is in Egypt? Are they native to Egypt as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ours is the Australian wild ibis. I think this is the sacred ibis or something.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one in the hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
These, in Australia, like ours don't get featured.
Yeah. You can kill them in Egypt, but you got to embalm them afterwards.
I used to have also some bird issues growing up with cockatoos.
Please.
This is quite an Australian problem. When I was a teenager, I had to climb a ladder to get onto our roof of our home in Hornsby to put rubber snakes on the roof to scare off the cockatoos that used to eat our rubber solar heating.
Oh, yeah. Did it work?
You guys had solar in the 90s?
We had solar in the 90s.
Man,
on the
very
roof.
forward thinking. I mean, I don't think the science is clear yet.
I'm waiting to see. I'm evidence-based.
But yeah, the bloody cockatoos would come up and they'd have a feast. I'll tell you.
They'd eat solar rubber.
The rubber solar panel.
What is a cockatoo? How can their stomachs handle eating rubber?
I don't know if they actually swallowed it or they just like
Chewing it.
the
Like a little
texture of
chew toy.
chewing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had orange trees in our backyard they used to go nuts for.
Yeah. It was a common thing in the North Shore for people to have cock issues, and
Pilot.
What a two?
cockatoo issues that would eat even just parts of their roof, and so yeah, we had to scare them away with rubber snakes. I don't know how effective it was, but it gave us peace of mind.
That's what's important. We didn't care about the welfare of the snakes.
I think the cockatoos are on the roof eating rubber. Don't worry, it must be the rubber snakes.
Love the cockatoos going back to the cockatoo mates flexing. Just fucking ate a snake, brother. Red belly black, no biggie.
Hardly moved too. He was scared.
Yeah, it isn't like you just replaced the rubber thing that was probably a little less edible with something even more edible.
Hey, that rubber looks like food. Excellent. What a meal replacement it is.
Should have put real snakes up there. Might have been more effective.
Just people coming to Australia, just like, and where's your roof full of snakes? We're actually floggers, and we've heard that you put snakes up there to deter birds. What?
No, the snake's getting out of control, so we had to put some blue tongue lizards up there. So the cockatoos may or may not have gone away after that.
I'm sure they're still tormenting that house. Luckily, we moved out of there eventually, but
So you're saying the cockatoos won? Just another bird war in Australia, won by birds.
you ever gone to visit a childhood home, just out of nostalgia? You happen to be in the area, you just have a quick peek.
Oh, my childhood home. The moment of silence. I'm going, did I bomb? Was that bad?
Give me a moment.
Tom's like, Anne Frank lived there, but I did visit.
Because I went and visited my childhood home,
No snakes in that attic.
Decade.
Couple of cockatoos be like, she's here. They are white cockatoos.
And we had this whole kind of brick courtyard, right? And I went and visited. This must have been 15 years after we'd sold it, right?
Okay.
And the place
15 months, no more. Years.
And the place is in, I wouldn't say complete disrepair, but it's disheveled in a way.
Has it seen better days?
It's seen better. There was so much grass coming from between the brickwork, and there was some kind of. It had turned rural. It was like there was a wheelbarrow full of crap in one corner, and it just looked like whoever was living there now was not taking care of the place. I almost feel like you should have to forfeit the place back to the original owners.
Rural.
You know,
There's a wheelbarrow there. They were growing corn.
They might have had there may have been a hay bale.
There's a flock of sheep.
I think there was
I
a
would
hay
have gone in the
bale.
backyard enough for that scarecrow. Frightened the hell out of me. Cockatoos were gone though.
There was a hay bale, and
So if you don't take care of it, you have to give it back. So you sell someone your car, you turn up, it's covered in shit. You're like, I'm taking the car back. That's mine.
I think so.
You're not treating it well.
Yeah, you're not looking after it. That should be written into the contract.
Like a child you put up for adoption.
Hey, you are not taking care of this kid at all. You can keep it. Yeah, my dad has always kind of lived in the one house that I remember living in. So like, yeah, I mean, it has also seen better days, but you know, he's old. He's not putting snakes on the roof anymore.
I think that's different. It's when it's like people have bought the house off you, and then like you don't even know if it's necessarily the same people that you sold the house to. It's gone through perhaps multiple hands, but
If only there was somewhere to check on that, like some kind of deed of ownership or something.
I didn't bother doing any of that. I'm just here to complain about 11B, Somerville Road, Hornsby Heights, and whoever lives there now.
Imagine if anyone went.
All right, 20 minutes, 22 seconds. Probably get rid of that.
That's so funny. People are showing up like it's the Hollywood tours. That's the Andrew Hamilton's house.
Hey, look after your house, fuckhead.
Hey, Andrew Hamilton from Yeah Mad used to live here. All right, treat it with some respect.
I hear he's the one who drew that cock in the concrete. You ever done that? You ever done anything in cement?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
At the front of the house we were renting, so it felt even naughtier.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like, we didn't even own this.
Do you want to dox them too, or?
33 Frederick Street, Concord. Go check it out. Muggleton's out the front on the concrete. Not even a real name.
Muggletown?
Muggleton.
Perfect
go.
crime.
I'll never suspect.
This must have been done by somebody from Muggleton. Wonder where that is. Actually, Hamo looked up Muggleton as a last name because we were in Hamilton in Newcastle doing the show. And he's like, I wonder if there's a Muggleton. There's one in far north Queensland, and it seems like a real piece of shit.
It's a shithole. There's no local. There seems to be no.
He's like, I don't know if there's a main street.
There's
And I'm like, ugh.
There's no main drag. There's no one to hang out. We can't do a show there. Unless we have to do it at the side of the road next to some cows that are all pointing in the same direction.
That's so funny. I'd love that you would go to Muggleton, the town, and everyone's wearing Adidas tracksuits. You're like, this is where I'm from? Are these my people?
Mom? Dad? Was I adopted? This seems way more like me. I don't have a main street either.
Everyone's walking around going, what do you do? How long you been together?
It's a bunch of pedophiles with mustaches, probably.
Okay.
All right, well.
Yeah, I do. But I was also, apparently, I found this out recently. I was conceived in Queensland.
Oh, yeah.
Which you don't want to find that out, do you?
I don't really feel the need to know.
But I just don't want it to be Queensland.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wouldn't that bother you?
Yeah.
Means you're conceived in Queensland. Could I play state of origin for Queensland?
I think that's the big problem. I don't think it's a
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Muggleton, we had no idea. Come warm that bench. Yeah. No, it felt weird, you know? Because I don't feel at home up there.
No. Where in Queensland?
I didn't get to specifics.
No.
I think it might have been in a van.
I think that's already too much information for me. As soon as my parents started talking anything about like my conception story, is that what you say the word?
How you were conceived?
Yeah.
Conception story? It sounds like you're Christ.
No, Hamo, it's an inception story because your dad was fucking your mum. He was
While
in
she
there.
was asleep.
Oh, no.
Hey, he wasn't an ordained priest.
You're not allowed to talk about that on the podcast anymore, Hannah. Your mum's been very clear about that.
All right. Well, no, if the parents are talking about when I was conceived, I'd be like, I've already had enough of this conversation. I'm going to be.
You're not interested? Not curious?
About my dad banged my mum to get pregnant with me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. But they're telling the story. Like maybe he wants to tell you. Maybe he put in a good effort, you know? Maybe he was proud of himself that day.
So when did you hear this?
Yeah, my dad was just like, when Mary and I were like trying to conceive and all that stuff, is just like, yeah, I remember we just took some time and went around Queensland in a van. And I'm like, ew. They were like in their late 30s. They should have known better.
And I really gave one to your mother.
You should have seen it, son. We made eye contact and everything. It wasn't like normal. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's basically impossible for me to conceive of my parents having good sex.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's pretty common. I think
They're just too old school, you know. They're just both so awkward.
Yeah.
If it's anything like they hug, you know, you don't really feel wanted.
if my dad fucks like he hugs,
Infrequently.
short and to the point.
Usually as a greeting.
Yeah. And slaps a little too hard.
A lot of back rubs.
Backwards. And only on my birthday.
when someone's died. You don't think we can conceive during grief sex? No, just me. But actually, sorry, I can't believe this is a segue sitch, but at the Newcastle show, Cluffy, the man who brought his 70th to my show, and we subsequently found out, I don't think really knew about me at all.
No, I think he just searched for events that were going to be on the night of his birthday and somehow came across you.
Yeah, and he was like, I've been to the Gal on Beaumont before, let's just go to that. And he got 30 of his friends, organised like a bus to bring people from like Maitland and back, like the transport at like a wedding, and a lot of them dressed in tracksuits.
Really?
Yeah, he got them dressed in tracksuits.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was very cool. So shout out for Cluffy, happy birthday. But his current wife grew up across the street from my dad. That came out. He's like, Muggleton, like Leo Muggleton's son? And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy.
They literally lived across from each other in Newcastle. And I was like, that's wild.
I was wondering where Dan had gone, and then it just turned out he was like stuck in a walk down memory lane.
Oh, I thought this was happening while you were on stage. This is
No, this is post-show. We went down to the 70th. They made stickers. They were claymation. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, right.
We missed the speeches, but Cluffy did moon everybody.
He mooned everybody.
Mooned everybody.
He had
a 70th.
I made the mistake of commenting on his lovely VB volleys, and then he had this story which led to him revealing his VB underwear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a full moon.
Yeah.
It was just,
It was enough.
It was
too much.
It was over the pants stuff. But he wrote poems for every guest in attendance, and I've kept mine.
Yep. How many did you
Sight
get?
unseen.
I did. I read it when I was drunk, and I was underwhelmed.
Okay. Well,
So harsh.
this seems like a good segment. Can't wait for this.
Yeah.
But no, so it's sight unseen.
No, it was really funny. Let's see if they're all different. I'll be able to tell you.
Well, apparently it's set to Imagine by John Lennon.
That is right.
Yes.
You know how poems work?
Yeah, he's like, they're all set to that. So here we go. Cluffy,
It's more like a song.
Cluff Dog Millionaire. Here we
It's
go.
long. It's like a full A4 page.
Lyrics of Imagine by John Coffey. Okay, from the movie The Green Smile. I don't know. Imagine there's no Kevin. It's easy if you try. No one to laugh at. No reason you should cry. Imagine all you people home in bed tonight. Imagine there's no Carlton. VB or two is new. No reason to live or die for. Be no happiness for you. Imagine all the people getting pissed tonight. You ho?
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, I thought it was like ho, like with an exclamation point.
Well, it's got to be.
You may say I'm a nutcase, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll remember my 70th was so fun. That one worked. Imagine my possessions placed in just one can. No need to grieve or wonder who's getting rude finger from this hand.
He had a tattoo on his finger.
He had a tattoo on each hand because he's got like bad arthritis. One of them's like a flip off one and one of them's like a point one. I forget what the flip off one said.
Something funny.
Imagine all you people fighting for this world. You who, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope you'll Sunday join us. Line up to kiss my bum. Was it the same one you got?
It was the exact same one I got.
Cluffy.
Why did he write? Because it's half printed, half written.
Yeah. I don't know. For a man with arthritis, that just seems like poor planning.
Yeah.
Particularly if they're all going to be the same.
Are they all the same, or you reckon we got the same one?
We're going to have to make some calls.
All right. If anyone here is connected to Cluffy's 70th, there were 30 people there, and you got a poem that was different to that one, do let us know. Get in touch at Flog Cabin.
What was the age range of the guests? Were there like grandkids there and stuff? Or was it?
Nah, just his kids to his friends. So like probably about 25 through to 70.
25.
Yeah, his son was about 25, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a great tracksuit on as well.
Yeah, okay.
Really good. It was like from an op shop in Maitland.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I had a guy at Maitland and he was like, I'm from Maitland. And I was like, oh, you've got a mullet. This checks out.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, look, that was the big moment.
Did it deliver?
The poem. Not really.
That's our reel for the week. 6 views.
Poor Cluffy.
So I have a confession to make to Daniel.
Whoa.
Firstly, we went out for dinner before the show.
Yeah.
And we went to Newey Fried Chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the floggers got involved and were like, best chicken in Newcastle, Newey fried chicken.
So we should probably give the backstory to this because I don't think we talked about when we were in Newcastle because you posted on the Flog cabin asking for recommendations, right?
For chicken.
And we got flooded with recommendations for Newey fried chicken.
All saying Newey fried chicken to the point where I was sus. I thought these Newey fried chicken have put people up to this.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty
But
good theory.
Then I asked him, and we said to him that some people had messaged us, and he thought we were putting him on. And his reaction seemed so genuine as to make me convinced that this was real people.
Okay, wow.
But we went there, we had a chicken burger. I thought we were going to get chips as well, and then this larger thing of what were they called? Tenders?
Jumbo tenders.
Yeah,
Jumbo tenders,
Dan was the voice of reason and talked us down to just the regular size tenders, no chips. And
This is just for his confit people who listen to the Flog cabin to see if he's been straying from the diet.
and we had it. The food was good. Had a good time. We got given free shirts.
I saw you
we would wear it.
rocking the shirt. I was wondering whether you bought it. You got given it.
We got
Given
given
as
some
gifts.
shirts.
I wore
What a
mine
treat.
on stage during my solo in Newcastle on the weekend. We were very thankful for the shirts. Dan had a choice of colours because they had it in his size range. Me, I was told, you get gold.
Gold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, old 2XL Hamilton over here.
One size.
One size fits Hamo.
So, we got double XL pilot shirts as well, and they're just way too big for me. It's a night dress.
Yeah, when I wear them, I look like a penis that can't get an erection. They just drape all over me.
That's the point.
It's motivating.
Wait, you talking about the pilot shirts?
Yeah.
That fits me great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Good fabric. I look good at it. Yeah. Thank you very much, pilot.
Pilot.
So we did that, and then we had a couple of drinks at the show,
Oh, yeah, a couple of beers.
and then we had a couple of drinks after the show,
Couple of beers after the show.
and then we went to Guzman and Gomez.
Yep, where they wouldn't give you a beer.
Wouldn't give me a beer, and I had a $3 taco, followed by one of your $3 tacos.
Yeah, because I got two.
Yeah.
So why did Hamo have one?
Because
Because he had a little mini burrito thing as well, and then he was slowing down and bitching out. So
he looked hungry.
Yeah.
The boy looked hungry. I could see his eyes salivating.
So this is the bit where
He was licking his lips.
Where we got back to the hotel at the Ibis.
Oh, you didn't.
I went.
The fuck was that noise?
You did not.
We got to turn that into
You got to understand.
a text message alert. When you get a message, you go,
I did something naughty. I did something naughty, but the way I have consistently justified being naughty in my head these days is I used to, when I was naughty, gamble $10,000 or do cocaine for 5 days. So for me to suddenly think, you know what? I wonder if KFC next door is still open. Is not that bad.
You didn't.
So I walked out of the hotel. I went across.
You smelt the chicken through the window, didn't you?
But here's the thing.
you floated out like one of those cartoons. Like the hand, the smell pulls them through.
The KFC, is it confirmed the KFC on Hunter Street in Newcastle is the largest in the Southern Hemisphere? Do we know that? Or is it just a rumour?
I believe it to be true. I have not confirmed it, and I refuse to because I'd like it to be true.
12:02 a.m. closed.
Yeah, KFC's midnight, brother.
Well, I'm sorry, but what is the fucking point? Who cares about the biggest? I want the latest, openest.
Latest?
The latest openest?
Yeah.
Are we going with latest openest?
They
Yes.
would have cut you off with KFC.
That sounds like somebody trying to blag their way through a Latin exam. Yeah, Caecilius worked at the latest, openest KFCilius.
Estin Hortorius.
In the garden? Yes, I remember that.
Achilles Estin Hortius.
what is
That's like that
didn't-
Latin year 7
Did you
textbook.
never learn
Caecilius
Achilles
Estin
Estin
Horto. Caecilius in the garden.
Horto?
He's hanging out.
Yeah.
Compulsory
So-
Latin, year 7.
So it just like it's not a flex to have the biggest. I reckon one which is near you that's open 24/7 is far more useful, even if it's a small one.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously. So wait, is your complaint that despite being the biggest KFC in the Southern Hemisphere, it is not the openest, latest?
It's fashion over function. It's
But
big
it's
and
the
it's
biggest
pretty.
one. They need to pay the most
It's
staff the
big
most
and
time.
You can still run a skeleton crew in a fucking place like that, man. Come on.
A skeleton crew.
You can make it drive-through only. You can make it drive-through only.
You didn't have a car.
I would have stolen yours. I would have gone back. I would have hired an Uber to come and pick me up and just say, "Look, brother, it's not a long trip. We're just going.
Catch your fan back from the Uber.
We're just going from there to there."
So it looks as if it is true that the KFC is the largest in the Southern Hemisphere. So I found this on Reddit. What is it with Newcastle having so many fast food records? We have the biggest KFC in the Southern Hemisphere, the most violent McDonald's in Australia, the largest Tex-Mex in the world, and allegedly the first Taco Bell in Australia.
Which one's the most violent Macca's? We should go there.
We should go there.
I'll go there, shirt off.
It also says that apparently
Turn your thick shake upside down. I'll fight anybody.
Come on. Who's on?
he's pissed off because KFC is closed.
That's why it's the most violent McDonald's. Everybody's furious that the biggest KFC is closed.
I'll have a McChicken, but I'm not happy about it.
What do you mean you don't do popcorn chicken? How many secret herbs and spices this can't have? I love that.
Apparently also Australia's largest KFC built on an Aboriginal archaeological site of high to exceptional cultural significance.
Come on. Is that real?
It's called in the Sydney Morning Herald.
Ugh.
Well, okay. It is. Wow.
Like we playing this like the Indian graveyard kind of thing in America, like it's haunted.
It's cursed.
By indigenous people.
Well, in my experience, it was cursed because it was closed. And that's about as...
And you're blaming the indigenous
Curses.
population for that?
Well, that's their way of getting revenge.
One all.
They close it early. That'll show the white dogs. You're such an idiot. Oh dear.
Yeah, we've tried selling burgers after midnight, but for some reason the zingers just don't feel that spicy.
Every zinger from there isn't hot. No matter how much zinger sauce we put on this thing, it just there's no tang.
Yeah, Captain Cook this cunt.
The potato and gravy is just potato. You know.
Excuse me, this isn't what I ordered. Yeah, you aren't what we ordered.
Do you ever get that one? Sometimes the potato and gravy just comes with like it's just a tub of gravy, or like and there's no potato.
Yeah, and I love that. I feel like the potato's taking up crucial gravy space.
Yeah.
Are you eating the gravy with a spoon? You're going in there. You're hoeing in.
No, I'm dipping chips in there. It's potato on potato.
Potato on potato.
Yeah.
Starch on starch.
Yeah. What do you do? If you have potato and gravy, do you eat it with a spoon or would you dip chips in there?
I don't really get it, but if I have it, I would dip chips in there.
Fucking loser.
I knew that cop shit for that for no reason.
I won't have any KFC. It's bad for me.
Excuse me, can I get a coleslaw? It's like a KFC coleslaw.
Light on the mayo, please.
Sorry, do you have unsweetened? If you have a KFC coleslaw, which I did try to have to be healthy one time in Adelaide, where I was eating 20 McNuggets a day because that's all I could afford. Why did I call them McNuggets? It's from KFC, just nuggets. Does McDonald's own? In my head, I think McDonald's owns that space. It's
nuggets?
McNuggets. I rarely say nuggets anymore. I'd say nuggies or McNuggets.
Really?
Yeah,
Nuggets?
like its formal name is McNuggets.
I mean,
Like a badass chicken detective.
Nah.
Who's on
taking your badge, McNuggets.
You're out of control,
we
McNuggets.
ain't got room for your renegade actions in this precinct.
It's like the guy's got a family at home and he walks in the house like, hi, Nuggies.
They did actually have Dirty Harry on TV when I was scrolling through the channels. That's why I got back to the hotel and I was like watching, and I saw there was like 40 minutes of the movie left. And I was like, well, I can't go to bed now. And if I'm going to watch this, I probably just need a little nightcap. So
a nightcap of chicken. After we went to Newcastle Fried Chicken. And 3 hours before that.
And Guzman and Gomez.
Holy shit. He was going for the quadruple dinner. Only Tony Hawk's done that.
Wait, why is it quadruple? Is it a triple?
I think it was a triple.
I like the idea. Ammo like bring a go back. Like, can I just give it a nightcap? Just put a rotisserie chicken in the oven.
He's turning it himself manually over some coals.
How many tenders do you want? Andrew, this is what I thought you meant when you said you want to get hot and spicy.
When you said I was a dirty bird, I thought thought you meant it was because I was willing to have sex with you in the ibis.
We're going to get a little sweet and sour.
Hey, there's no potato in this gravy.
Do you take your potato gravy neat or on the rocks?
Can I get my gravy neat? Bit of fun.
So
goddamn fun.
So the end of the story is I ordered McDonald's Uber Eats.
Fuck off. Seriously?
I got...
I wonder when we went to get food in the morning, I'm not really that hungry. And I was like, well, this is unprecedented.
Yeah. I had a banana because I felt terrible. I was racked with guilt. And
Uber Eats to McDonald's to the Ibis after we literally got kicked out of the Guzman and Gomez that was closing.
Well, not because we were eating them out of, all the menu. It was too late. Everything.
Eating them out of casa.
It's a remorseless taco machine.
Eating them out of mi casa and su casa. I don't know the Spanish for house. So I'm going with
Casa's house.
Casa is house. Mi casa, su casa. My
so
house is your house.
I don't know the Spanish for home. So mi casa is home.
All right.
It must be. There must be Spanish for home.
I don't know. What did you get from McDonald's?
I had a Big Mac and I had 6 nugs.
Fries?
Medium fries.
Drink?
But I didn't eat. I only ate half the fries because I was watching my weight.
Did you have a Diet Coke too, you
I had a
dickhead?
Coke Zero. Yeah.
Well, that you should have mentioned. That's healthy.
And I had that's not a lie. I had dipping sauce for the nuggets. Yeah, but it was I got the spicy McNuggets.
Spicy McNugs.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was pretty good, but it was unnecessary. I should have taken the KFC thing as a sign for the universe. That was my night done.
You go.
The Colonel's trying to tell me something.
No, I think it's indigenous.
Mr. Hamilton. Mr. Hamilton, you're watching your weight, sir.
No, I think
Maybe pack it in for the evening.
I think it was those First Nations people underneath the KFC. They were sending me
A message?
a message.
Being like, go home to England. Ideally. Get on a fucking ship, cunt. Yeah. We want to take this place back over. Serve dark meat chicken.
So I did feel bad, but I didn't log that in my little calorie. I didn't punch that in.
And then your MyFitnessPal?
No, didn't put it in.
There's definitely a thing though. I can relate to the feeling of you have told yourself I'm gonna go have KFC now, and then you see it's closed. You're like, well, I've promised myself food, so now I need to get something. I get that.
Thank you, Tom. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I think you're a fat cunt.
Oh, that too.
But it's because as soon as I have beers, my brain just goes into here's how as I said, I justify it by you used to do a lot worse. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with a little cheesy wheezy or a fucking...
Hey, Hitler, you killed 6 million Jews. You can have some nuggets?
He's in the bunker eating a Big Mac. I'm so bad.
But I'm not as bad as I was because I was really bad. I was such a naughty Hitler.
Yeah, you're used to the word naughty before, maybe quite uncomfortable as well. That's weird.
All right.
Why did you say naughty?
Naughty. I was so naughty.
Yeah, I was a bit naughty. Yeah.
A little bit naughty.
Yeah,
Naughty.
What do you say for naughty then, Tom? Is that for children?
I don't know.
Or ladies when they leave the lights on.
I just want to get naughty.
Naughty.
I'm gonna be so naughty. Does that made him feel weird? I think it made him feel weird. He looked
that
up.
made me feel weird. Yeah.
Don't like it?
No.
Well, wait till we have
only-
Flog Cabin episode 100 and we get proper naughty.
He only likes
Together.
He only likes well-behaved camp dudes. They're so sensible. Tom's like, fuck, I just got hard. Forget the pilot, brother. I'm locked on. Wait, should we do a pilot ad? We probably should.
Sure.
I'm wearing the fucking hat.
It is. This one does tie in a little bit to what we were talking about before. It's here we go.
Little pilot ad?
Yeah.
Little pilot ad. Quickly, while Hammo's bringing this up, I thought we could just use this time to make little announcies.
Sure.
Yeah. We're so close to 100 reviews on Spotify. So if you'd like to give us a little 5-star on there, come on. Chuck, your favorite Flogcast some stars. And I mean, Apple Podcasts will be good, but I don't think any of us are fucking nerds who listen to it on that. So,
Yeah, does anyone use Apple Podcasts anymore? I'm all Spotify these days.
I just like having it all in one app.
Yeah.
But then check this out for Spotify. The Shuffle fucking betraying me the other day. I was listening to the Triple J Hottest 100 on Shuffle, from like years past.
Is this why you wanted to do a ranking of the best hottest 100s?
Yeah, because it's quite interesting. Because like I think there's a lot of
Quite
factors.
interesting to losers.
Up top, fuck yeah. Dick.
That sounds so lame.
I just thought it'd be interesting because like there's the number one song, the top 10, then overall, and then how well it aged, which songs have aged the best. It's kind of like an actual draft. Anyway, I was listening to it, and if you have it on shuffle, it puts in songs that aren't on the hottest 100. Like they're not part of the playlist.
So you mean good songs?
Well, songs from artists who are on the playlist that you like listen to the whole thing of. They're like, oh, you liked Rage Against the Machine. Here's Like a Stone by Audioslave.
Because you have the, what's that, like the smart shuffle thing. Do you have that on?
I think
you can
so.
turn that off.
You can turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like, look, you're going to want to shuffle smartly.
It's called like Shuffle Enhance or something, I think. But yeah, you can turn that off.
But I just found that crazy. It's like I'm shuffling a playlist and it's like, hey, this isn't on the playlist, but you like this other thing, so here's this.
Yeah.
I mean, I did enjoy it every time, but it felt wrong.
What are you complaining about?
Because I was just like, wait, because it was like a Rage Against the Machine song and an Audioslave song at the same time. And I was like, they didn't coexist. Like, there was no crossover there. What the fuck? And then I'm like driving dangerously because now I'm Googling. Now I'm trying to figure this thing out. At 100 going to Casula. It's dangerous. Dude, that was so funny. We did a gig at Casula the other day. No one in the green room was 100% sure how to say Casula.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still not.
Where is Casula?
I say
West.
I use
Southish?
Casula?
See, some people say Casula. I'm like, I think you got to put a Casula. I want to say Casula.
Casula Powerhouse. Casula.
I give it a Casula. I give it a H.
What was the thing we were going on about pronouncing the other word?
What was that? Well, I'm making a clip out of it, so I should... Yeah, it was annoying. What was it?
Was I being annoying?
No.
I tend to be.
We were all trying to pronounce.
We said the same word again. June?
June.
June.
Casula.
The June reprise. June.
Casula.
June 2? June 2.
It's like Cashula.
Cashula.
In my head, it's Casula.
Cashula.
Yeah. I also got some very good chicken there.
Cashula. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember sending the photo in the group
I
chat.
saw the photo.
Lamono?
That literally stopped Hamo mid-sentence. He was like, Kashula? Good chicken, what?
What, the chicken?
Where?
There was chicken there?
Here?
Chicken where? Yeah, Lamono.
I mean,
Garlic
if we're going to come
chicken.
across any little hidden gems of chicken places, I'm more likely to believe
No, they
it's
didn't
going to
do-
be out west.
We got sent a dope one by a flogger. We haven't been there yet in Homebush or Auburn or somewhere around there. Lidcombe maybe? And I was like, fuck, this looks good. There was like burgers for like under $10. I was like, unprecedented.
That's good.
Yeah. I knew you'd like that, Tom.
I do that.
What's it called? Do we remember?
I don't remember.
Okay, all right.
It was good.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. All right, Chicken Hunt.
Pilot ad.
This podcast brought to you by Pilot Men's Health. We write each other an ad every week. Hamo has written one for me. Here we go. Hi there, floggers. It's Daniel Muggleton here. As you may already know, my wife is pregnant.
Is it
I
all
mean,
caps?
No, just Hamo wrote
He's
it. I wanted to
taking it
read it in his voice, which is such happy news. Not just because of the miracle of life and all that shit, but also because it's living proof that my dick has been hard at least once in my life. Jokes aside, I don't know if it's the crushing weight of rapidly approaching parenthood or the very normal fear of poking my unborn child in the eye, but lately I've been having trouble getting hard and satisfying my insatiable wife. We've tried all the positions too. Me on top, doggy on the side. As I said, all of them. And nothing was working. But thanks to Pilot, I'm back to hard being so hard. All right, I want to emphasize that differently. But thanks to Pilot, I'm back to hard being so hard that I could easily father at least one other child. Not more, other. Another child. And I'm no longer worried about poking my unborn child in the eye because while I'm back to rock hard erections, I'd forgotten that my penis is also incredibly small. Sadly, there's no tablet for that. But if anyone was going to solve that one, it would be Pilot. That one had an exclamation point and capitals. Use promo code FLOGGERS20 for $20 off your first order. Pilot.com.au. Isn't it?
Yep.
Hard made easy.
Hard made easy.
That was good fun.
That was good
funny.
fun.
Unfortunately, with the way your child was conceived, it's not actually proof that you could get hard and satisfy your wife.
No, I can get hard and satisfy a test tube.
Hey, but that confuses the narrative.
Yeah, I had to bring facts in. Suspend some disbelief, fellas.
Come on, we're just telling us. It's just for an ad.
The rest of us all factual. My dick is incredibly small.
Yeah.
My wife is insatiable. This is all facts.
Good stuff.
Wait, I want to go back to this chicken thing a little bit.
Which part?
The part about going to the Westie chicken shop, Lamono.
Oh, I thought you were about me rocking up at KFC late and it was closed.
No. I think we really.
You don't think we spent enough time on that? You reckon we could?
I think there's no meat left on the bone.
There it is.
Here we go.
So, I like a garlic chicken. I like it, but I feel like the garlic sauce does an incredible amount of the heavy lifting as to the flavor of the chicken. So sometimes I just feel like it's a little bit unfair that we compare those chickens to potentially a Portuguese chicken where it's like the marinade and like the basting, or just a little Anglo chicken that's, still fully inflated. And it's just like the chicken itself doing the heavy lifting.
So you're saying sometimes we're not judging chicken on chicken?
I think we're judging sauce on chicken.
You're judging a dish. You're judging the whole thing.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's just an unnecessary advantage. When I was in LA, I saw that DJ, Fred again. And DJing now, the light show, I reckon, is close to 50-50 with the actual mixing
Right.
as to the enjoyment. And I thought garlic sauce somewhat occupies that in your Lebanese chicken restaurant.
Well, but isn't it the job of the chicken dispensary to decide on how they wish to serve the chicken for maximum flavour?
Yeah, no one's stopping the Portuguese from putting some garlic sauce on it.
Right?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
They can serve it any way they want. Just make it tasty.
I believe in chicken shop autonomy. I do. I believe we shouldn't be prescriptive.
I believe in a chicken shop's right to choose.
I believe chicken starts at conception. I believe in both the chicken and the egg. They can both be first, guys. I'm open-minded, but yeah, I just thought about that because I'm like, fuck, this is good. Then I'm like, this garlic sauce is absolutely killing it. And like, I'll have garlic sauce with just the bread, and I'm like, this is still good. This is all I'm saying.
Sure.
I feel like your Anglo-Saxon chicken shop is fighting a losing battle, much like the white man in the 100-meter race. It's just not ours anymore.
And you think it's all because of the garlic sauce?
God, it's so good.
It is good.
It just changes the game.
And the pickles.
The pickles are great too, because they give you everything. What's like an Anglo chicken shop? They're giving you the chicken, bit of gravy, some peas, carrot, maybe some potato. We can't compete with pickles and garlic sauce.
It's crazy to even try.
Delusional.
Like, give it up.
Guys, close them down, all right? Unless you're willing to put some sauce with your fucking chicken, just end it.
Like Charcoal Charlie's like a losing presidential candidate. We ran a hell of a race. We put our best foot forward.
Just look. Yeah, Chaga Charlie's. At this point, you're basically Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You're a third-party candidate. You've got no hope. We've got chili sauce. We've got garlic sauce. Who the fuck are you?
I had lunch with Abby from Yeah Mad last week, and she did something.
We have to say one thing about Yeah Mad in every episode. Just to
There we go.
hold on to a couple of losers from Reddit.
We're about that moment where we need to bring this home strong. So there's a couple of people who are like about to zone out.
We got a breadcrumb, some floggers.
I got a Yeah Mad chicken story. Here we go. No, she did something which I thought was crazy. She ordered a Porto, and then she got spicy a Porto burger.
Abby from Yeah Mad did.
Yep.
So I'm going for the clip.
Arrived at her house. We were there having a meeting and about a possible channel in the future in the works. That's the clip.
You heard it here first.
And well, I've said it here the other week as well.
And the week before it.
Yeah, you heard it here first, not today, but another day.
She lifted the bun of the burger and brought out some I think Nando's hot sauce and added it on top of the sauce already on the burger. And she doesn't like the hot sauce on a Porto. And I think that's one of the best features of the...
She Cross-pollinated sauces, like a mixed marriage.
And she,
Yuck.
I think she also added Frank's hot sauce as well.
What?
Wait, is she carrying these sauces with her?
We were at her house.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't have a sauce holster?
You seen they had those,
Why, is that weird to you?
those srirachos that are on like carabiners now? You can put them in your keys. You seen that? They have key ring sriracha sauce.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
White people will do anything to have culture, won't they?
So that was
just in case I'm
strange.
busy scaling a cliff face.
Yeah, you take some of it like, this is tomato sauce. No, it's not. Spicy.
I don't have on paper like an issue with someone adding a sauce or something if it's like weak on sauce or sauceless, right?
Well, I mean,
But-
Porto's has a sauceless burger option. The fact she's ordering it with a Porto's hot sauce, then re-saucing it because she doesn't like the sauce is mental.
Yeah, it is strange. And I wasn't quite on board with the fact that she was dissing the Porto hot sauce because it's like a really good sauce.
Are you suggesting she's causing like a turf war between Nando's and a Porto's?
This is what's going to break up the next year, man.
I mean, Nando's sucks. I think we've said that before, but if not, I will say it right now. Nando's is overrated, too expensive, and just shit. I don't. The one in the UK must be so much better.
It's
right?
not.
Okay,
It's just that everything else in the UK is so much worse.
Okay.
They have no other chicken alternatives.
We've said that before. Cheeky Nando's can go get fucked, but a
Absolutely.
Porto, great sauce, great burgers,
Great
and,
chips.
Great
Nice
chips.
Australian franchise. Expanding out. You'd love to see it. Started in Bondi.
Started in Bondi. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would play Origin for New South Wales. Yes, it would. Get behind it. The Porto's Blues.
Oh, that could be could we do a state of origin? Of
For franchises.
New South Wales versus Queensland food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my! But does Queensland have anything? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even being funny. Like, literally anything.
I think Coffee Club started in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they'd score a couple of tries after 5 p.m., I guess. The fucking happy hour with the shit they haven't sold because they never sell anything because it's fucking coffee club.
Coffee Club, maybe.
Hog's Breath Cafe, surely.
No.
Where do you reckon Hog's Breath started?
I don't know. All I know is I got that DM being like, hear me out. Flog's Breath Cafe. And
Yeah,
I was like,
that's good.
and they're like, that's it.
I don't mind it.
I don't hate it. Queensland franchises. Do you reckon one of the Mexes started up there? Do you reckon like New South Wales can take credit for Mad Mex, Guzman, and Zambrero? Actually, I think Zambrero might have started out west.
I think Zambro was, I would have said New South Wales. Where was the first Hog's Breath? Airlie Beach.
That's in Queensland.
There you go.
That's where all the backpackers get chlamydia. Airlie Beach.
Oh.
Where did Grilled start?
Melbourne? I
Yeah,
thought. I would have guessed
maybe.
like Victoria.
Yeah, our first restaurant was Hawthorne, Victoria.
There you
we
go.
All right.
Surely New South Wales would just be the unbackable favourite in that.
You think so? Maybe Melbourne?
Well,
Cultural melting pot?
but like franchises. I feel like they don't franchise as much.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be like an interstate franchise. It can't just be within the state.
Where'd Guzman start?
It feels
this-
like Sydney, probably.
Is this shit?
Is this insanely uninteresting? I just think of like Tom's Conscience, like the Guzman guy on the radio ads. Hey guys, Guzman and Gomez, where did it start? It's probably not as interesting as you think. All right, bye, love ya.
Oh, that's the thing that shits me with those Guzman ads is when he ends with "love ya."
Oh, it's the worst. So this guy like,
Shut
hey,
the
it's Gary Guzman. Yeah, good. It's opened up all over the place. Fresh avocados, just like back home. Love ya.
Shut up, dude. We hate you.
We hate you. Yeah, he sounds like a Pilates studio owner.
And this is coming from a guy that loves Guzman.
Loves
Yeah.
Guzman.
I see
Huge
it.
Guz fan.
Guzman? And we're back on track. We dug ourselves out of a hole.
I am a
Thank
Guzman
God.
of my word. What can I say?
Hey, I'm the Guzman of the house. You will have the $3 taco or you will fuck off. Who do you think wears the Guz pants here?
You'll have the $3 product, or you can fucking go, Meds.
This might be shit. Not sold on it.
The first one was in Newtown, by the way. In case you wanted to know.
Bullshit.
Apparently.
The first
Let's not fucking get down here again. I thought it was a full stop, not a new
Oh,
sentence.
sorry. Yeah, that opened up a whole brand new world of possibilities.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I feel like Victoria would have like all those just kind of like loser franchises like lentil as anything. That's not a match winner.
Schnitz. I reckon they'd have schnitz.
Schnitz sucks.
I've never gone. I've never felt the need.
You know what Melbourne would be? Like fucking ribs and burgers. One of those, or like gourmet burger kitchen. Like, yuck.
Yeah.
What about Lord of the Fries?
Oh, that would be Victoria. I'll give you that. That's Victoria. But that sucks too. That's all vegan now, isn't it?
It's always been vegan. What are you talking about?
Has it?
Yeah.
Well, that's its whole gimmick.
That's its whole thing.
It didn't go vegan.
You fuckwit.
I remember, but it used to just have fries, which are vegan.
Yeah.
The Chippo Hotel has
Speaking of chips,
their restaurant there is vegan only. Their restaurant there is it's called Mama Bee's.
You guys seen Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Here's my gripe.
here's your gripe.
It's a whole pub.
Playing golf the other
It's
day.
a whole pub. The whole menu is vegan. There's no you go there, you have a few beers, and then you're like, oh, I'm pretty hungry. Like, oh, sorry, it's vegan only.
Wait, the Chippo is all vegan.
Yes, that's what I'm
Since when?
saying to you. Well, you wake up and listen.
Wake up and smell the kale.
And then
Since when?
And then when you're doing standout, they're like, oh, you can get a discount or free meal if you're doing a lineup. I'm like, yeah, but it's free vegan food.
Since when?
It's vegan.
I've had like schnitzels at the Chippo before.
Yeah.
Is this a new thing?
Back in the day, Tom, wake up and smell the vegan food. It's not that great.
That might have been the worst joke of the episode. I'm going to put it out there.
Especially because you tried to do it.
I know.
30 seconds earlier.
And did it better. Not well, but
No,
better.
no.
Wake up and smell the vegan food. What's that in poetry? Where enjambment, when it runs on to the next line? That was a shocker.
Smell the seitan. Smell the soy. You
Smell the
fucking
seitan.
smell the soy boy. Fucking, yeah. Anyway.
Australia's first fully vegan pub and bistro.
No, but I don't think it is the first vegan
Wait,
pub
wait.
because they had the red lion became the green lion.
Yes, we're
right?
talking about this. Roselle's favourite.
So don't make that bullshit claim, you fuckheads. But it was also bad. I had to go there with my girlfriend many times. And
Wait. Does it still have pokies?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the red lion.
That's fucking funny.
That they were vegan, but it's gone back now. It's gone back to the Red Lion, and Manu Fidel is opening up some kind of little fancy little thing in there.
Oh, it's going to be a gastro pub.
Yeah, and guess what will be on the menu? Meat.
For
So
anyone,
it'll probably make money. No, actually, it's very hard to run any business, even though.
But to get serious, folks, running a business is tough.
look, we've had a little laughs here today. But even if you sell meat, I would not recommend opening a restaurant.
You know, Manu, because I've had a Manu. I know him. We used to box together, and he had a restaurant that was like just focused on duck, called Duck In, Duck Out. And I don't think it went too well because not everyone wanted duck all the time.
Jesus Christ. Does talk get any smaller than this?
They got duck pancakes. They got duck curry. They got whole duck orange.
Duck à l'orange?
Hey, you want some fried rice? Guess what's in it?
Duck?
Wake up and smell the duck.
Food. Wait, do you mean bread? No. I mean food containing duck meat.
You know who loves duck food? Abby from Yeah Mad. Here we go. We've got Yeah Mad content back to just keep everyone alive.
Does she?
No, I've made that up.
What? I don't know. I didn't even understand what you were trying to make up.
Oh,
It was just like talking about Abby before. And it's like, that's what people want to hear. And I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't think they do.
Abby's Yeah Mad goss.
Dude, but like the Yeah Mad thing, I think, look.
Speaking of duck, I've been ducking Seth's text. Controversy.
No comment.
Speaking of duck, I'd like to duck out of this tangent and re-enter Newcastle because the guy in the Uber who recognized Hammer is very happy. He was like, you guys are famous TikTokers. And I'm like, no, just him.
And then what do you say?
Are we doing it?
Yeah.
I guess I could always edit it out.
Yeah, right.
So look, it's important to point out, Tom, did you realize that I think most of Yeah Mad's fan base is subcontinental?
Yes.
Increasingly discovering that.
Yeah, like they love it. Like they can't get enough of it. And like he was talking about Hammer because he couldn't give a shit about me.
One episode, I did a quick shout out mid-episode to shout out to our huge Indian fan base, and they fucking went frothing that.
They loved it?
They loved it.
Did you do any Indian jokes on there?
All the time. One of my favorite ones was, what do you call a one-legged Indian?
What?
Balan Singh.
we have to do shots now?
20 million views. You know, something stupid. So,
I mean, if you take into account the population of India, that's actually a pretty shit video.
and I get DMs from guys being like, my uncle's name is Balan. That's very funny.
But no, so the Uber guy, I loved him because he was just so into Hamo and he was explaining to Hamo why his jokes were very good.
But what do you say first?
So it's just like, Mr. Like, I like your jokes. What you do is you laugh a lot before the joke, so you know big joke coming.
But before that, he goes, "You were very racist, very funny."
Oh yeah, in that order. It's like, so you're very racist, very funny. But yes, you always laugh big before the joke. That way I know the joke going to be very funny. Because you're laughing. How funny must the joke be? You already know the joke.
And then the joke would be underwhelming.
I mean, balancing, pretty good.
Balancing's pretty funny.
I don't know if we're leaving that in with me doing the accent.
I liked it.
I like it.
But it's staying. Hammer did it too.
But like, it's accurate.
It's painting a picture.
I'm not doing a fucking caricature. That's what the guy exactly talked like, precisely.
Hey,
You reckon that you're that good at accents?
Man, Hamo, for real. That's pretty fucking spot on.
very racist, very funny.
On brand.
I love that shit.
Damn it. Yeah, no, I enjoyed that. So,
Let's come to this.
does anyone have anything? We have done enough time. But
Do you reckon all of that's staying in?
I've got some hot gear about carbohydrates.
I'm making my way through all the macros.
I was looking at the back of something. This is gold. Coming for glucose next week.
And he finds out the wrapper's sugar-free. Oh no! 0%. All right, you actually have anything about carbohydrates?
No.
Oh.
That was very funny though.
But the thing you said?
Wait, Tom, I thought you put some ideas in the group chat for things you wanted to talk about.
I was reaching.
We're going to do some lists soon.
Oh, we got to bring some lists back. I was actually thinking for a list, the top 5 forms of chicken.
Oh my God, it's always about chicken with you.
Well, I have eaten a lot of chicken this weekend.
Chicken with you.
I mean, you talk about it, I eat it. I'm a man of action.
I'm a doer.
Yeah, where were you at midnight in Newcastle? Then outside the KFC, you can tell you that much.
Dude,
I'm looking for chicken.
I was in my bed on the phone to Mary talking about chicken. I was like, honey, you're not going to believe this. We are staying next to the biggest KFC in the Southern Hemisphere. Apparently it's built on an indigenous sacred site.
No, okay. Yeah, what's your chicken list? Sorry,
I don't have it. I just wanted to.
We need another draft, is what we need, I think.
I want to argue about sport, movies, weird hobby. Oh no.
We could do an Olympic sport draft.
Ooh,
Is that good?
an Olympic sport draft.
When are the Olympics? They're starting very soon.
few
very
weeks.
soon.
Few weeks out. I mean, this isn't really.
Yeah, probably a few weeks ago, based on our release schedule.
No. This isn't for the pod. This is just.
we're
This is
just- we're
us
just
talking,
chatting
then we
now?
can jump back in.
Okay.
Oh, there was something I wanted to do a bet between us, right?
Okay.
A 3-way challenge, and the loser has to go. We all go to a stand-up gig, and you have to do a set of jokes that we prepare for you.
Oh, fuck.
Well, you're already acting like you're going to lose.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm used to it. What did you think what kind of challenge?
Well, I haven't got that far. I've already thought of the punishment, right?
Yeah, okay.
But we now need to think of something. Whoever gets to 250,000 Instagram followers wins.
Yeah. Why don't we do a poll to all of the Indian listeners of Flog Cabin?
Okay, what about this? We do either a list or a draft. We give it to the floggers to vote on, and the loser then has to do the stand-up set.
This is going to shock you guys. I don't want to do anything that's a popularity contest.
Okay, all right, okay.
Speaking as the other guy.
Okay.
Why don't we walk down the street? Last one to get recognized wins.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't hold
All
a
right,
candle to
that's fair.
Muggleton.
Okay, all right, then scratch
Oh wait,
that.
didn't you want to talk about the Two Flogs podcast?
I did, yeah. What, are we going to talk about that right now?
I don't know if we got time for it.
We'll do it next week. No, we'll definitely do it next week for
We
sure.
will.
All right.
We got time for it, just not this week.
All right.
Like in the future. Like this week's pretty jam packed. We talked about pretty important things. Like where did Guzman and Gomez come from?
Yeah. We'll get there very soon. Apologies to the two flogs. It's actually the number one thing on my list of things I need to talk about.
It's true. You haven't quite got there.
Well, I
Wait.
keep giving you guys options and you keep choosing the other one.
I do have a thing. I heard someone say that green goes faster the other day.
Green goes faster.
I thought it
car?
was always red that goes faster.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Am I crazy? Or is it like...
If
Definitely
anything
not.
goes faster, it's red.
Right?
But nothing goes faster.
Are you saying scientifically? In fact, the color of something doesn't increase the trajectory.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe black.
That's like those speed holes in the Simpsons episode.
Speed holes?
My mum has
Oh.
a story of being convinced that being told by someone that the guy had racing stripes down his car because it made it more aerodynamic.
Oh, like the decal?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
She bought it.
Well, look,
Speed
there's no
holes.
color that makes a car go faster, but if it was, it would be red. So green is stupid.
Well, I just was like, I just thought that expression was locked and loaded. Red goes faster. Red makes the car go faster. Like everything around red. And then someone's like, green goes faster. And I'm like, I think it was in the States. And I was like, maybe like overseas it's different. Like pick a different color. Like America doesn't want red to go faster because they're afraid of the spread of communism still.
We used to get a lot of people who would be very angry on the internet whenever we do scissors, paper, rock. Because in
Rock,
America,
paper,
it's
scissors?
rock, paper, scissors. What the fuck?
Yeah, what's your rhythm for rock paper scissors? Like if you're doing the dun, like how do you do it?
It's got a different tempo, doesn't it? Because I thought it was like scissors, paper, rock.
Yep.
And then you go.
I'd
And then it was like rock, paper, scissors, rock,
Yeah.
paper, scissors. And you throw like every time.
Oh, I just call the game that, but I just go 1, 2, 3.
What?
1, 2, 3.
Because I used to
3
spend
should.
so much time rocking off at uni, and like and you're in a hurry, right?
Using the technical term.
You don't have time.
I
to
spent
be,
so much time at uni rocking off.
you don't have time to be going scissors, paper, rock, because you're like doing it all day, every day. So
Why?
because I think we talked about this on like one of the early episodes of the pod, but I used to go to dining hall. And the guy, you rock off for who has to clean the trays of food on the table. So
And how many times were you going to dining hall per day
twice a day.
that you had to change from scissors, paper, rock to 1, 2, 3?
No, because you sometimes be doing 10 rock offs. Because if you lost, the next guy came to the table, you'd rock him off for whether or not he cleaned trays. So you'd end up, if there was 10 guys and you kept losing, then you end up cleaning 10 trays, right? So you do 10 rock offs.
So it's like winner takes all kind of thing. Or like,
As soon as you win, you're off, right?
Yeah,
But so you
okay.
don't want to come to if you come to the last to the table, you've got a 50-50 chance of having to do the whole table. But if you're there first, then you've got much better chance. So then you realise you don't have time to be there going scissors, paper. So you just go boom, boom, boom. And then sometimes if both of you do the same scissors or rocks, or if it's a draw, you got to do it again. So sometimes...
Wait.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. So let me just slow this down. Let me just slow this down for you.
I have people have to call.
So imagine if you will, like two guys, you throw scissors.
How tall are these guys?
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so one's 7 foot, one's 5 foot.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, no,
what nationality are
that's
these
too
guys?
That's too much of a
What
difference.
race are these
actually.
guys for Tom?
Okay.
They're any of them Jewish. Tom was wondering that too.
One is Indian.
Okay. I'm not interested.
One is Irish. And
Indian versus Irish in
Yep.
the rock off. Okay.
Yep. And so they're doing it, and the Irishman throws rock, and then the Indian man also throws rock. Mm-hmm. And they got to go again.
Okay.
And then they throw again, and then one goes scissors, the other one goes scissors. Now, sometimes after you've done it about 5 or 6, 7, 8 times, and it's still a stalemate, and you've got 8, 9 dudes watching, and suddenly the stakes get much higher. You're like, holy shit, how many times could they do a stalemate? And then you have to have like a break between every one.
Because everyone's reacting.
Yeah, because it was like, oh, holy shit, no way, that's 9 in a row.
Oh, did you go to uni with a lot of black guys?
Well, we thought we were. You know?
8 black guys, an Irishman, and an Indian.
Walk into a dining hall.
So you just had to go 1, 2, 3. That was just because we just, we're trying to save time. Our studies.
Yeah, which you
priority.
clearly
We'll prioritise to go study.
cared about deeply.
We had to get to lectures, get a...
And the Indian guy got so good at cleaning
Tutorial?
trays, now he does it full time.
We couldn't even call it a tutorial. We had to call it a toot. We were in such a hurry.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. You were flat out.
This is where the Breves started.
He knows it.
The old SPR.
Yeah, you want to play rock, paper, scissors?
I do like the idea you come to a lecture late at university. It's like, oh, sorry, I was just rocking off in the dining hall. And the entire lecture hall together is like, loser. You're a fucking loser.
Sorry, we had a 20-round rock off.
Sorry,
and I lost.
me, Samir, and Patty were in the dining hall.
Yeah, man, Jamal could not believe how many draws we had.
Wait, which Jamal?
Oh, you know Tyrone's brother?
All right.
Wait, actually, here's a question.
Oh, what? Are we ending this or not?
Just really quick. Mary and I were talking about boys' names for our kid, right? And we were talking about Clarence, and I'm like, I think that is a black name. Like, I don't know if we can call a white kid Clarence.
Why? Whenever
Do
I
you think
of
I've got this out of
Clarence,
nowhere?
when I just think of 8 Mile.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Clarence is the guy that he beats in the rap battle.
Oh, yeah.
Clarence lived with his parents.
black? I got a really nice marriage.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think of Clarence as a black person name.
But you don't think of any names as black people names?
No, I mean they all belong to us.
The names of the black people.
Damn it!
Clarence feels black to me.
Is it because of this guy? Is it because of the Supreme Court judge?
Clarence Thomas.
Is that why?
No, I feel, I don't know, like certain names. Like the other one we were talking about was Marlon. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a black name.
Marlon.
Marlon Wayans? Is this M-O-M-A?
Marlon Brando.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong name, but...
Well, we're not going with either of them, so don't worry about it. But it was just funny. It was just Mary's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Marlon Muggleton. That's rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, right. It's all right.
Yeah. What other black names are you tossing up?
We're thinking about Denzel.
Kendrick?
Kendrick, yeah. And also Ice Cube.
Lil. Lil Muggleton.
And then, of course, the classic black name, Aubrey.
Smart little boy. T-Pain. T-Pain Muggleton.
Yeah, lowercase t. He goes uppercase after his bar mitzvah. You guys Jewish? No.
But T-Pain is.
Is he? I wouldn't hate that. If T-Pain was Jewish, I'd be like, that's fun.
No, he's in like a rock band.
T-Pain?
He's doing a lot of singing these days.
He's always been doing a lot of singing.
Yeah, but he
T-Paining is a verb, according to Jay-Z.
He won like the first season of the US Masked Singer. And everyone was like, and he got really emotional because like everyone had always known him for the auto-tune stuff.
Yeah.
And then he reinvented himself. People were like, fuck, he could have done it without it the whole time.
Did he auto-tune his acceptance speech? I cannot believe it.
Thank you.
This is so unexpected. I am thankful. Why can't the only person on this who can sing is Tom and is avoiding this one riff?
Go on.
No, not doing it.
Why not?
Come on.
Peer pressuring in auto-tune is awesome. How the old Tom would have done it.
It's weirder now if you don't.
That's awesome. All right, we're out. We did it. We made it.
Somehow. We lived to the end, but...
Some way.
Yep. Should I... Oh, we're going to talk about my stuff that I need to do later.
Yeah, just quickly. Hammo's got tour dates all through August.
I am coming everywhere, all around Australia. If you live in a town that I'm not coming to, you live in a shithole. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Strong?
Look them up.
Look them up. Look
everywhere.
Up Not Shithole Town, Australia, and see if you qualify for this fantastic first place prize.
So many places all over, all of August.
Yeah, and I just put some stuff on sale today. I'm October through December going through towns on the tour.
And pre-order my book, please. It's coming out 30th of July. And I think I'm going to be on the project.
Way!
Hopefully
Big get.
Got to flog the cabin. Tell
Yeah.
Ali about the cabin.
Dude, you got to mention the cabin on the
You're
project.
Yeah,
We've got such a similar audience. Indians.
They keep asking me questions about the book of the show. I'm like, and I just keep diverting to like flog cabin answers. Like,
Oh man, that reminds me of this episode of Flog Cabin called Marrowank.
Did you guys know Guzman Ghostbusters started in Newtown?
Hey, well, did you ever had a Marrowank? Let me explain it why it's different to a jerkathon.
who wants to scull a beer against me? I did that recently in Newcastle.
Well, literally, me and Dan were in the Uber with this guy.
Oh boy. Yeah, pre-order Hammer's book. We'll put that in the description as well.
We have a live show. This might
This
be
will
out
come out after. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Forget
it.
about all of that.
Forget about that shit. Just keep flogging the cabin, telling your friends. It grows every single week that we don't have a guest. And sorry about that. But check the Dodgems.
Stay fogged up.
Bye.